Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta hand Emery stuff to play with in between. She just dropped this thing. Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about now if you were given a point and the slope to find, now find the equation of a line. So if they gave us a point, -4, 2, and then a slope, so our m is going to be 5. And let's say that they want us then to find an equation of line. Now you might know this. And that's called our point slope form because you have a point and a slope. And if you're good with that, go ahead and use that. You can keep doing that. I'm going to show you a different way so that you don't have to memorize any equations. So let's just stick with this. Let's remember this one and only this one. Let's not have to memorize any other formulas, equations, anything. So if you can just remember y equals mx plus b, then we can find an equation that we'll go through that. Hold on, let me grab Emery. Okay, you gotta be sweet, okay? Okay, so remember we were plugging in points. So then our points are always x, y. So here's our x, and here's our y. And then that is our slope, so that's the m for our mountain slope. Now, Emery, honey, here, you want this? Here's Daddy's pen. Oh, let's close it though. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to plug in the y is 2. M, the slope is 5. My x value is -4. Now, I don't have anything to plug in for b. We're going to have to find what the y-intercept is. Here, oh, look at this one's a fun one. Look. Okay, so I'm going to do 5 times -4. She keeps realizing that I'm not giving her this one. Okay, so 2 equals 5 times -4 is -20 plus b. And then I'm just going to add 20 over. So then 2 plus 20 is 22. And remember how we said an equation of a line only needs the m and b in place? We leave y and x just as is. So y equals something times x plus something. So right here, my m, they already gave to me as 5. And we just found out that the b, our y-intercept, is 22. So now we can make an equation of a line. So y equals 5x plus 22. So we just made an equation of a line from the point that they gave us, -4, 2, or what I gave you, and m is 5, so our slope is 5. And that equation is y equals 5x plus 22. And again, you're always going to have to solve for b. I just thought of something else. Oh, we also need to practice graphing a line. So in order to graph a line, it always has to be in slope-intercept form. So if it's not in slope-intercept form, you have to put it in slope-intercept form. Which slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. Which basically just means get y along. Okay, let's see if she doesn't scream. Okay, so let's say that I have 2x plus 3y equals, let's not do 8. Let's do 9. So in order to graph this, I have to get y along. So I see here that I have 2x plus 3y equals 9. So I'm going to have to move over the 2x and the 3. Now, when we're solving equations, solving an equation just means working with something that has letters in it and numbers. So you have to go backwards from your order of operations. So we always do our order of operations. That's the please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which means parentheses, exponents. I'm having to remember this. Please excuse my, so multiplication, division, and then addition, subtraction. So when you're solving, you go backwards from that. So anything that you're going to have to add or subtract has to go over first, and then multiply and divide, because you're really just doing opposite of your order of operations, so we're just going backwards. Okay, let me see this. So first I'm going to minus 2x, since it's positive 2x. Here, you want the cap? So then I'm going to have to minus 2x here. Now you can only combine like terms. So 9 doesn't have an x, but 2 does, so they can't combine, so we just write it separately. Okay. And it's positive 9, so I'm going to write plus 9. And then I have to get rid of y, so I have to divide by divide by 3. But if I divide one thing by 3, I have to divide all by 3. Sorry, I hope that she's not too much of a distraction. Okay, so then we have y equals, now negative 2 divided by 3 can't simplify, so we just write negative 2/3 x, and then 9 divided by 3 is just 3. And that's okay because our slope, negative 2/3, just means that my left arm would be in the air, and I'd have a y-intercept at 3. So just remember that in order to graph, you always have to solve for y. Okay, you can play with it.